A very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us for this webinar today. My name is Kiran and I'll be your host this afternoon. Today we're going to talk about three critical Microsoft workshops which are on offer, which you can obtain at no cost. And so what we have to educate you on this, we have Supratim Biswas, who's a business manager for cloud division at New Wave Computing. And this session is scheduled to run for 45 minutes, starting with a session from Supratim and will end with a Q&A session. So all the participants will remain muted. If you have any problems in audio or video, you can raise your hand or you can use the Q&A panel to chat with us. So we'll be happy to assist you. And if you have any queries during the session that you want to post to our speaker, you can still use the same Q&A panel or unmute yourself and post your queries to our speaker, right? So without wasting a minute, now I would like to invite Supratim Biswas to take this session forward. Supratim, over to you.
Thank you, Kiran. And thanks each one of you for joining for today's webinar. So where we are going to uncover the three critical Microsoft offers, which are in the form of workshops that we are going to conduct at your place at no single cost. So it basically at the end of the workshop, you will be having three workshops at your plate where which will help you to have a rapid deployment as well as adoption of your remote work scenarios. So let me drive your attention to this. So coming to the first workshop that we have, so specifically talking about your organization, I think most of you are already on Office 365, right? And you must be wondering that you have deployed Teams in your organization, but your employees are not able to use Teams properly, or they are not able to adopt Teams because they might not be knowing all the features which Teams involves along with it, right? So that's the first workshop where we are going to train your users on how to best, get the best out of Microsoft Teams. Now, second, which is a security plus threat check workshop, which we believe at this point in time is very important for you because it will help you to have a complete security landscape, and it will uncover all the threats that is currently running in your organization. So how do we do it? We are going to discuss it in my coming slides. Now, third, again, which is very important in today's world, because all of you must be excited to quickly move on to your remote work scenarios, right? So how do we do it? Is with a secure remote work adoption workshop where we help you out with a deployment guidance plan. So I urge you to quickly start. So that's your start point, since it's free of cost. So quickly you can get going with, if you say that you want to have all the three workshops at one go, we can have that with you, or if you want to pick and choose, that also can be done. So coming to the first workshop that we have an offer, which is Microsoft Teams adoption, right? We believe that when it comes to Microsoft Office 365, you must be surprised in knowing that there are 28 other features along with it, right? But specifically when we interact with many customers, we understand that they only use the productivity applications or your email, which is hardly 5 of the features that you use. The remaining 24 you don't use it. When I ask you, you probably you would be confused about it, that you didn't knew about the features, or and you don't know that how to deploy it, right? So Teams is such a collaboration platform which is very secure in nature, and as well as coming to Microsoft Teams, it's undoubtedly the hub of your teamwork, right? Because it has features of chats, meetings, calls, file shares, as well as application integration. So it's the one platform where everybody, no matter which product, no matter which projects they are coming in, right? So they can create teams and share documents and integrate the applications and they can formulate on it and come to a important decisions making along with it, right? So what is the power of Teams for your business, right? So Teams helps you to transform your workplace, right? Because it brings everything together in shared workspaces, and once everything is there, so everything related to your project is already there in your Teams console. So you are not, when you want any information regarding any particular projects, you quickly log into your Teams console and understand that what are the chats being going, what are the files has been shared. So you are on it right away from one console. Now you must be required to have a ready access to your business critical data applications, and also is interested to execute the repeatable processes in a very efficient manner, right? So Teams is actually the true platform which helps you to have an existing tailor-made tools which you can integrate into Teams. So in the screen that you can see, I have integrated my Power BI. So specifically for your digital workers, they need not move out of Teams and then open Power BI console and have those data crunching and all those cool stuff going, but they can right away do it from the same console of Microsoft Teams, right? And Teams, again, it's such an important platform not only for your C-level executives but also for your first liners who are working at a factory floor, or a hospital, or a marketing role, or different other roles that they are working in. Now Microsoft is the alone collaboration provider in the market which has Teams based functionality, which has role based functionality along with it, right? So in the screen that you can see, it talks about a first line manager who has his team to manage, but how they manage it is through Teams. They have their shifts allocated to every team members, right? And they can quickly check right away from the same console. In Microsoft Teams, since it's a part of Office 365 as well as M365, so it comes along with it all the enterprise grade security and compliance, right? So what you have for your Office 365, Teams also carries everything, yeah, with respect to your security, with respect to your compliance. So how do we deliver that workshop to you? We take you through the three important phases. One is an assess phase, second is an art of possible phase, and third is of course the build the plan phase. In the first phase, what do? We come to you and understand you in a better way. What are your licenses? What is the consumption that you have on Teams, right? And we also take into note that why your users are not able to use Teams. What are the pain areas? What are the bottlenecks involved? So once we collect all those information, then we have a customer immersion experience with you in the art of possible phase, where we take you through all the functionalities that Teams carries, all the features that Teams carries. Like I said, it has chats, meetings, calls, file shares, and applications. So we take you through all of this, as well as we just not talk theory about it. We give you proper explanation with the help of giving a demo to you. Then coming to the third plane, once we do that, we also leave you out with a plan which will help you to adopt Teams in a better way, right? Covering how you can, we have your flyers in place, which you can share it with your end users so that they can get to know, about Teams more and more, and they get excited and start Teams on its own, right? So that's how we believe that we can increase the adoption of Microsoft Teams in your organization. Now coming to the most important workshop, which is the security and threat check workshop, which is nothing but to uncover the hidden risk in your organization, covering your identities, covering your data, as well as your email. So how do we do it? Let's come to that quickly. So yes, that brings me to the quote from John Chambers, who says that there are only two types of companies in this world: one who already have been hacked, or the other one who does not know that they have been hacked. Why he says so? Because looking into the alarming statistics, if you see that you must have heard about the advanced persistent threats, or your any attacker who is sitting in your organization, in your network, and you are not able to notice him for a very long time, because it says that 146 days are the median number of days that any attacker can reside in your network, before even getting detected. I want to ask you a very important and critical question at this point of time: that how certain are you that there is not an active sleeper sitting in your network, right? Again, you must be having different applications, your ERPs, SAP, or CRMs in place, right? And when you have different applications, your users are burdened with different credentials. And what they do is that when they have different credentials to memorize, they quickly, have a note opened in their mobile phones or in their endpoints, or they write all the credentials in diary. So you never know if that credentials falls into the wrong hands, how you can go ahead and protect your applications in getting getting hacked. So that brings me again to this critical number, which says that more than 63% of network intrusions happen because you have got compromised user credentials. So have you implemented a single sign-on, multi-factor authentications, conditional access policies for all your business critical applications, right? So these are the questions that I want you to think upon over this slide. Now third, again, which is again, it's very variable in nature: what is the cost of data breach in your organization? Because when we are interacting with one of our customers who are into the research and development of medicines, what they had to do is that they had, once a medicine is prepared, they had to file a patent with government. Each patent, it takes around 6 to 7 years, and there was a case where one patent got lost and it costed them crores in rupees, not even lakhs, right? So again, that is variable, depends on the nature of the data that you have in your organization. It might be more, it might be less, right? But on an average, it's $3.8 million is the average cost of data breach in your organization. So if we go back a little bit of in time, we there was a perimeter in place, right? Every applications, every users, the devices which your users are using, everything was inside your perimeter. You have a antivirus in place, you have a firewall in place, you are good to go, you are safe and secure. But that's the way we operate have changed, right? Now mobile devices come in, and our users have started moving out, right? And when they are out of your site, they still have to access your application. So as an IT, is very important to understand that identity is very important pivot over there, because if credentials are leaked again, you will never ever will be able to get to know that who is touching your application and who is downloading the data, right? And also you would be interested to understand that the users, when they are accessing your application, what devices they are coming from. Is it patched properly, or is it registered device or unregistered device? Or if it's unregistered device, then quickly you would be interested to knowing that if you can have a dual persona in your mobile phones, where you can quickly segregate what's corporate data and what's personal data lying in those endpoints, right? And when you have your meeting going on right now, even this pandemic scenario, the meeting is not just conservative to your organization, it's external as well. You have to interact with your customers, you have to interact with your partners, vendors at the same point of time, right? And there have to be an exchange of information in the form of your data. So how sure are you that your data is being protected? Because you never know on the other side what it does with your data, right? Now coming to the fourth element, which speaks about your users using sanctioned applications or unsanctioned applications, of course. Because a recent data, which is from Gartner, it says that on an average there will be 18 other SaaS applications which your users will be using, which will not be under your purview. So you would be interested, you would be very keen to understand that what are the applications that your users are downloading, right? If those applications are malicious in nature or not, right? So once you have the four circles in place, you as an IT, it's your owners, the onus lies on you to have those security across all the four areas. And the reason why we are so confident in telling you this, because we view security in a very different way. Say for example, you have a burden of proof for your users to prove that he is who he claims to be, right? So that's the way that you can change how you can firewall your organization. So identity becomes your new firewall. Then the devices that they are accessing, right, that are patched with a very high level of confidence, the applications that they are running in their endpoints, right, the data that they are accessing in their endpoints, the applications that they are touching. So once you have a security around your devices will become your new perimeter. And it's very important to transition from a prevent breach model to an assume breach model, because once you do that, you will have to think about all those areas where you can go ahead and have a forensic analysis about what went wrong, from which device the malicious attack happened, right? So you can do all the forensics in place that will help you to exactly detect, investigate, and respond to all the attack vectors that is there currently in your organization. So that brings me to this very cute picture, of course, which asking you that when did you last run a threat check analysis? I guess if you have already know the typical questions that I have asked over the period of time, I guess you are good to go. But if you don't have the answers, we are here to help you out with this security plus threat check workshop. So how do we deliver it? Again, let's look into the overview. it again will be done in three important phases. First is a pre-engagement phase, where we understand, where we design the scope for you. We identify the key stakeholders, what are the key use case scenarios of yours. We take in all those things into consideration. Again, this is one of the very hands-on workshop, and also going into it, you do not need massive teams to get together and execute it. No, not at all. We come to you and tell you that what needs to be done next. Second, we download a threat check license tool. Of course, as partners, we have an access to the threat check license tool, which is nothing but an M365 E5 license from Microsoft, right? So we are not using any third-party applications here. We download it in your tenant, we leave it there for 14 days to run, right? Because that's the standard timeline. We believe that to understand all the baseline behaviors around your identities, your email threats, as well as your data threats. So at the end of 14 days, we again come to you and extract all the reports. Now those reports, those critical threat check results is not accessible to us, it's not accessible to New Wave, it will be accessible to your admins. So we come to you and take those reports up, and we formulate it, document it properly, and present it back to you, right? We also will be presenting you the solutions which will come, as in you take a head on to all the threats that they are in your organization. So that we do in the workshop day. What is the objectives and typically covering the approach again? Like I said, we are going to touch your Office 365 and M365 environment, covering your email, identity, and data, and also will be able to tell you that how you should go ahead and mitigate and protect your organization against all the threats, against the three critical vectors. Coming to the approach again, like I said, we are going to use M365 E5 license that comprises of Azure Active Directory Identity Protection and Microsoft Cloud App Security to understand, to uncover the threats around your identities. Or you would be having your Office 365 and ATP, as well as Microsoft CASB, to understand the threats around your email as well as your data, which are the users being impacted, what is the identity level threats that you have. So everything it will uncover to you. Now again, the outcomes are typically, like I said, those will be the real-time threat check results, right? Right now, over the period of time, over the period of 14 days that you had, the tool is running in your tenant, it will be able to extract. So all those kind of information, all those kind of critical vectors will be available to you when we present it back to you, right? So typically what's out of scope against it, like I said, we are going to touch base only on your Office 365 and M365 tenant, right? And we are just going to uncover the threats around your identities, emails, and data, but we are not going to do any sort of deep dive analysis or forensic analysis, or any kind of technical designs or implementation is out of scope here. Coming to the workflow of this engagement, right? First is a pre-engagement call where we design the scope, identify the key stakeholders. Then on day one, what we do, we download the threat check license in your tenant. We configure it on your tenant and leave it there to work for 2 weeks, right? So 14 days, it will be able to gather all those critical information that we need to present it back to you. Then on day two, we come to you and take back all the findings, we analyze those, we write up the findings and recommend the best solutions to you on day 3. And of course, once it's done, you are satisfied with this engagement, we decommission the services and licenses that we have done in your tenant. Let's look into a few key reports that how the threat check results look like, right? So the threats which will be found by your Azure Active Directory Identity Protection, specifically around your identities, right? So on the screen that you can see, you must be seeing the 4 tiles around it. First, let's look into the high-risk users. Now, these high-risk users are specifically those credentials which are already been breached, or their credentials are at the dark web for somebody to buy, right? You never know, that might be your CXO's email IDs, CXO's credentials as well, right? And second is an sign-in risk happening from specifically, like there is an authentication method that you have in place, but somebody has tried in with a different authentication method. Say for example, I being one of your users, right, one of your employees trying to access one critical application every day. I access it at 9 o'clock. Now suddenly, after 15 minutes, the same application is been accessed by my credentials from somewhere in Africa. So that's not possible, right? From geographically distant areas, somebody to quickly access your applications within a span of this small time. So these are the sign-in risks that the report will be fetching you out. Then, if you are an organization where you have your legacy authentication protocols into place, which does not allow to use, advanced authentications like multi-factor authentications and all. But what you can do is that for getting into the identity protection, you can leverage the various other features which Azure Active Directory comes with it, which is a conditional access policies and all. Right, so similar to your high risk users, you will also have your medium risk users, right? So high risk users are the one which you have to quickly work on it, quickly have an action to it. And medium risk, of course, so you can have multiple actions into place, starting whether you want to give an access or want to push an multi-factor authentications and all those cool stuff, you can have those, right? Now coming to the threats, which will be around your most prolific vector, which is nothing but your email, right? So Office 365 Advanced Threat Protection gives you that insights. So over the period of time, over the period of days, what was the most typical threat in the form of malicious links or attachments has hit your email boxes around your organization, whichever the users, right? So you can see last 2 days it talks about in Trojan, which is nothing but JS Nimcod, which is a threat family again, which is affecting your mailboxes, right? So ATP, Office 365 ATP also gives you an insight of the most prolific and the top threat family which your emails are being attacked with, right? So it talks about again the Numcard malware, which is, I don't know whether you know it or not, because that's a Trojan again which downloads the potential malicious files to an infected computer. And again, you will be able to get insights. Say for example, Numcard was the one which has hit it at most of the time in your email boxes, right? So that you get to know that what is the top threat family for you, right? So you quickly can take action on it. Second, again, the cloud app security to have a baseline behavior of all your users, and then it presents threat check results report to us. So in the screen that you can see, it has detected as a malware. It detects the malwares. Again, there has been an activity from a Tor IP address. So Tor IP address is specifically like you when you don't want somebody to see your IP address, you use a Tor IP address, right? And also it speaks about an impossible travel activity. Like I said, there has been an login from two distant geographical places, right? So that's an impossible travel activity which is happening. So Microsoft Cloud App Security again will give you a very granular level of insights. So in the screen that you can see, it speaks about somebody of Stephen. So what happened is that his credentials has been used from two distant geographically countries altogether. Now in the same particular day, what happened, his credentials are again used to get an access to your SharePoint services from an Tor IP address, right? And again, what happened, using the same credentials of Stephen, somebody is trying to download or upload certain malicious files into your OneDrive access. So specifically, like Stephen, you can get to a result that Stephen's credentials are already been breached, right? So typically, what is the example of the threat check recommendation based on the based on threats that we are going to uncover across your identities, email, and data? We are going to also present you the solutions that you have in place where that you can look out to buy from us. So first, when it comes to identity, you can have Azure Active Directory Identity Protection. When it comes to email, again, you have your ATP, Office 365 Advanced Threat Protection. When it comes to data, again, you have your ATP plus CASB and Windows Defender ATP kicking in to help you out in discovering all the threats around these vectors. Now coming to the third coming to my last, as well as the, we believe that it's also very important, because when people right now are working from their home, right, they need to have a proper collaboration platform for them to quickly adopt. And when you want to have that collaboration platform for users, it has to be secured as well. You should not compromise in your security, right? So that's the idea of all about in bringing in with a secure remote work adoption workshop. So coming quickly to the engagement phase of this program, as it's very exciting to know that this is the only workshop which will help you to cover how you should deploy Microsoft Teams, as well as without compromising on your security. So both the critical places it takes into consideration. So first we have your prepare phase, where we design the scope with you, where we identify the key stakeholders, as well as gather all the information on your current environment, because unless we don't know it, we will not be able to present you the best plan that we can, right? Then we design, and then on the design phase we determine the identity and teams which are on Office 360, as well as the security requirements specific to your organization to deploy the remote work scenarios quickly. And on the third phase, we help you out. We give you a deployment guidance plan, which will be a high level review of your environment and will help you to rapid deploy and adopt your remote work scenarios. So that's the deployment guidance plan again for you. So coming to the goal of this workshop, when we were interacting with many of our customers right now, we understand that they quickly want to go ahead and execute their remote work scenarios, but the message was also loud and clear that they also wanted it without compromising on the security and control, right? So that's typically the goal of this workshop as well, where we help our customers to rapidly deploy your remote work scenarios, how you empower your employees to stay connected without compromising on your security and control. So coming to the scope of this workshop, so this workshop will cover your enabling your cloud as well as your hybrid identity across your application, be it on-premises application or cloud application, how you should go ahead and enable your single sign-on as well as self-service password reset, right? So in the deployment guidance plan, we are going to cover this for you. Then again, we will help you out with a rapid deployment of Teams with the help of guided checklist, how you should activate it, how you should install and configure Microsoft Teams in your organization. Now, once you have done that, your users might be confused about that, what this new platform is all about, right? So we will be helping them out with the help of flyers, with marketing campaigns for your users, right? So all this will be a part of the deployment guidance plan. Of course, last but not the least, everything will be underpinned with a baseline security of conditional access and multi-factor authentications. So if you can see, everything put together is the deployment guidance plan for you. So once you decide that you should deploy it, right, so you have a plan straight away, so that you can quickly deploy and get going with it. Now coming to the out of scope, what's you like I said, we are going to present you with a deployment guidance plan, which will be a high level review of your current environment, current users, current usage around your identities, right? So any technical designs and implementations will be out of it, and we will be certainly touching upon your network readiness as well. But we any sort of network testing and configuration will not be a part of it. But coming to your pilots, say for example you want a particular feature that you want to see, you want us to give a demo, we will not be doing it in your tenant. We will configure it in our tenant and share that with you, right? We show that feature to you. So setting up the destination is very important, right? Because unless we do that, unless we understand from you what are the success criteria, we never ever will be able to deliver what's important to you, right? So covering that, what are the consideration, where are you today and where do we want you to be, right, after this workshop? So that all will be kept into consideration. And again, coming to the deployment guidance plan that you have at the end of this workshop, you will be having an actionable plan to quickly move on to your remote work environment, have a complete environment assessment, as we are also going to uncover the potential blockers and challenges in the deployment guidance plan. So yes, this were the typical 3 important workshop. It's all about your journey again, right? So in the feedback form which we'll be sharing after this, I urge you to quickly start adopting and quickly start ticking all the boxes. You can pick and choose again, let me repeat it, or you will be happy to assist you if you want, if you can prioritize. Say for example, if you want to go ahead with option number 1, or you want to go ahead with option number 2 and 3 and the third, right? So we can have that done for you, right? And at coming to the baseline at no cost for you. So quickly again, before I conclude, I would like to tell you that who we are and what we do for organizations like yours. So New Wave is an IT product solution and services company, and we provide our solutions in the form of edge, core, and cloud. And we are a 20-year young organization where we have 180 plus professionals who service more than 2000 customers like yours. And we have our operations spread across Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, and Cochin altogether. Now coming to the our portfolio of solutions, when we interact with many customers like you, we understand that you must be going in one form of transformation or the other. Say for example, you want to have a workforce transformation in your organization. You are changing the way that you used to compute, starting from your PCs, laptops, mobile phones, stamps, modern workplace solutions. We have it for you. Then when it comes to your IT transformation, obviously when you want to overhaul your entire data center, your entire infrastructure, starting from your servers, storage, how do you want to back up your data, or you wanted something as cool as hyper converged devices infrastructure, or you want to have an hybrid public cloud, you name it, we have it for you. Then you when it comes to security, which is again very important, so if you are looking out for a perimeter level security, or you want to increase your endpoint security level, or you want to have a network security, network testing altogether, so we can do it for you as well. And digital transformation, which is very exciting to tell you, because right now it's the buzz in the market, and which talks about that if you have any typical process which is very rule based, right, or transactional process in your organization, what we can do is that we can, with the help of RPA bots or IQ bots, we can automate the whole of the process. So what you get at the end of it, we help you to reduce your errors, we help you to automate the whole of the process. That increases your STP, that increases the ROI of this process, right? Then again, when we are supporting our customers in all the different form of transformation, it wouldn't have been possible without the strong partnerships that we have built up, starting with your Dell Technologies, VMware, Nutanix, Microsoft, and Automation Anywhere. And again, all our capabilities that I just spoke about it is very well underpinned by our strong and experienced services team. What do we do is we take care of all the system integration services, your FMS services, or any sort of short-term or long-term residential services is what we take care of it. And we have our own in-house services team for that. So New Wave is no undoubtedly is your one-stop solution for all your IT needs, right? So yeah, that's it from my side. I hope that was very informative for all of you, and I would again reiterate to quickly help us out, and by taking on the feedback forms, that which workshops that you want to have it with us. So thank you, and that's it from my side. Over to you, Kiran, for your closing thoughts.
Yeah, thank you so much, Supratim. I think all the workshops were nicely covered in this presentation. Thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for all the participants who have joined us for the webinar and made this successful one. As a part of next steps, I'm going to send you out a thank you email where you will have a link to take a feedback on today's webinar topic. Plus, so please take some time out of from your busy schedule, and request you to give your feedback. And if you wish to access a recording version of it, you can still drop an email to me, or in the thank you email itself, there'll be a link to recap the session as well. And before we close out, I would like to open up a Q&A session. So if any customers have any questions, they can directly ask Supratim. If you have any queries about the workshops, how we conduct, what we do and all, you can still ask your questions now. Meanwhile, even my Jyoti Prakash will reach out to you guys to see how we can work in future. So any questions, customers, you can post your questions to us now. Looks like there's no question, Supratim. So we will close this webinar. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us here. Have a nice day ahead, and bye-bye.
Thank you all for joining one more time.